Go, man. Let's have some fun. Let's do this, Drew. Let's pay attention here. I want to go speed 11, Kyrie.
You've got a handful of other coaches who have won Super Bowls in this league, active coaches right now. And I just wonder if you could take one trait from each of them, what it would be. You mind going down that list?
Yeah, and I know him by heart here. All right, so I'm with Tomlin's swagger. He's got a little bit of, puts the Maverick Top Gun sunglasses on. You with me?
Let's not try to manufacture a run game that ain't there for balance. Let's win the game. You know what I mean? You in agreement with that?
Belichick's, man, you name it. You're always feeling like when you play one of his teams or see him from afar that they're doing two other things that you haven't heard about yet.
2 timeouts, a lot of time. We got the ball in the third quarter, so let's get some points here.
Andy Reid's got a great demeanor. I think his players love him, and so that's a trait that I think they follow him wherever.
We can practice very average and be very average, or we can practice great and be great.
Pete Carroll, I don't know what he's taken, but his energy level and, the whole, he's just, listen, I hope when I'm his age, I don't know his age, but I hope I have that same energy. But it's pretty impressive when you watch his enthusiasm.
We're up all now! Yeah! And we got the football! Woo! We knocked the freaking ball on the ground! Yeah, baby! I don't want to go! I don't want to go!
And it's the same with Russell. If you ever heard Pete and Russell after a tough loss, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, these guys, they've already turned this thing around, and you feel like after they've talked, you're like, wait a minute, did they win or lose that game they just played?
In the history of the NFL, there has never been a quarterback who has started his first 8 seasons with winning seasons until today. Russell Wilson.
Of course, Mike in Dallas now, who's going through obviously a big challenge there and a turnaround there, and having won a Super Bowl and trying to help rebuild. He was always kind of that. He was part of that Bill Walsh and Mike Holmgren, and that was a pretty good tree to be from.
Well, Sean, I'm gonna give you 3 more coaches real quick. You just got to give me traits.
Coaches that are in our league that have won a Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
you just played one of them.
Oh, Doug Peterson. I'm still mad at Doug.
You're mad.
I don't have anything nice to say about Doug. He's the best. He's a great guy, and man, what he did when you win the first Super Bowl for a city like he did for Philly, and I lived in Philly. I grew up in Philly as a kid, all the way into 7th grade, but it's pretty impressive considering the run they got on.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
He doesn't have a bad day. I would say that's a great trait of his. He's got a smile. I think he endears himself to his players. So there's 2 others that I haven't hit on. Who are they?
Gruden and Harbaugh.
All right, both of them. Yeah, John I know well, and both Johns. We were all together. John Harbaugh. You ready? John Harbaugh, John Gruden, David Shaw, Sean Payton. We were all on the Philadelphia Eagles staff at one point under Ray Rhodes.
Yeah.
I think John's a tireless worker, and again, one of those guys you follow. I think he comes from a great coaching family, and I think he's one of those guys that stands for all the right things.
What's that? He's going. Yeah. Okay. Good. Do it that way.
And Gruden is on a planet, like just a different planet with how he works. He taught me how to work.
There are some unbelievable acts out there of mental toughness, man. I mean, it wasn't going good. It wasn't going good at all. But we hung in there. We kept what? We keep fighting. We stay together. We ride together. And this is going to be a hell of a win for the Raiders.
I'm talking about 2 Johns. John Gruden is one of those guys that you just feel like he's grinding on a plan, and you're gonna get something intellectually that's difficult and challenging. John Harbaugh, you're getting one of the better coach teams every year, and his numbers will tell you that.